What's up, Long Beach High School? Today is Wednesday, February 28th, and this is your Lbtv News Brief. Remember, if you're interested in the 2024 Yale International Relations Leadership Institute, the deadline to apply is March 1st. Don't miss out on this opportunity to take part in phenomenal international relations lessons and model United Nations challenges, innovate with peers on global problems, and develop public speaking and leadership skills. For more information, see the Google Classroom. Sophomores interested in Collegiate Academy for next school year may pick up an application in the counseling office. All Collegiate Academy applications are due to the counseling office no later than March 15th. The snack cart is coming around to the homerooms. Please do not stop and try to buy it in the hall, as this makes it difficult on the students selling them, as well as causing problems in the hall. Just wait until the cart comes to your homeroom and then make whatever purchases you'd like. And now it's time for Career Callings, where we'll have Nadia Murphy interview Anthony Seal with Seals Tire and Automotive.
Hello, my name is Nadia Murphy, and I'm here with
Anthony Seal.
And this is your Career Callings. So could you tell us about your job title and brief description of what your responsibilities are?
Sure. So I'm the owner of Seals Tire and Auto Repair in downtown Gulfport. Basically, we do all types of automotive repair and services, really focusing on maintaining and prolonging the vehicle's life. I've been in the business for about 25 years, so in different aspects, but I've owned Seals for the past 4 years. So.
Okay. So what's a typical day in your career?
Basically, your vehicle's basically your second biggest investment you'll ever have outside of your home. So really important to keep it going. So that's basically, we just strive to help people, maintain their cars and prolong the life. So typical day, we're typically a 10-hour day, and we have people, some scheduled, some just show up, so it can be kind of chaotic at times, but usually 20 to 30 people a day at least that we come in contact with in person, plus phone calls and setting up and repairing vehicles.
So what degrees or certifications will a high school student need to be in your career?
So a lot of it, depending on the job title, there is some on-the-job training, but there is also a lot of certifications as far, especially on the technician side, which is ASE, Automotive Service Excellence, is most of the certifications, as well as some different manufacturer certifications per vehicle. So there are some basic certifications needed to get started. A lot of it is on-the-job training. Once you're in position there, then a lot of the other training comes as you go. You get sent to different schools for certifications.
Okay, so would you say it's like a difficult process for someone just getting started?
Not at all, and really these days, with more and more focus on trades, with CTE is really huge. I love it because it's getting that instilled early and getting a lot of the basics where their students are ready to get into the field to make a good living that may not be ready to go to college or don't want to go to college. So that side of it is great that it's growing as well. So.
Okay. So speaking of college, do you have to go to college to be in the type of position you're in?
Absolutely not. I didn't finish college, and I own the place now. But basically, so there some college degrees do help, especially on the business side of it. But there is some schooling, somewhat required as far as technical school that definitely helps, but it's not necessarily required. Some people, are just hands-on or quick learners, and like I say, you get the on-the-job training. But yeah, nothing required at all. That's one of the great things about trades is there is some schooling required, but not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
have
So
to have
not
it.
like 100% required.
Not at all. No.
All right. So what are the pros and cons of working in your field?
Pros and cons. There's a lot of pros as far as getting to help people. It's something different every day. We never know what we're going to run into each day. It's not like working in a factory where you're doing the same thing every day. So I really like that, not just for ourselves in the office, but the technicians as well, which I've kind of done a little bit of both sides, but mainly office side. But, so those are the main pros. Getting to help people, people that are broke down in a bind, you can try to feel good about getting them going. Cons wise, there's not a lot other than the public sometimes in the office. But other than that, I would say for the guys out in the shop, weather changes, that kind of stuff can be temperamental when you're working with your hands, hot, cold, that type of stuff. But not a lot of cons, drawbacks, ever changing business as far as computers, electronics. Our field's constantly changing, so we're constantly having to learn. So it's more adjusting than cons, but everything's always changing. So
Okay, so for the customers or for the people that need your help, would you say that you as someone who's helping them have to present yourself in a certain way for them?
oh, absolutely, yeah. Presentation is huge as far as in our end, as well as the technicians in the shop. Clean cut. And being able to present ourselves the right way is a huge part of really any job, but as far as that goes, yeah, it's definitely important. We work with several different professionals as far as vendors, different manufacturers of the equipment we use, the vehicles. We try to work with vehicle, car dealers. I work with the college some as far as MGCCC Community College with those professionals there. As far as a lot of stuff works together in parallels with our field. So.
Okay. So what would be a salary range for someone in your career?
It all depends on, of course, what you're doing and entry level. Yearly salary, you can go anywhere from 40,000 up over 120,000 plus, just depending on, what you're specializing in. A lot of that with technicians, again, goes back to training and what they specialize in. That's why I'm really big about pushing trade school. I don't think a lot of young people understand that there's people out here making six figures working on cars. So it's really a huge deal. Even at entry level, if you can come right out of high school and walk in somewhere making $35,000, $40,000, $50,000, and that's pretty solid. A lot of, better than some teachers, police, which is sad, but that's the case. So, so there's definitely a lot of money to be made and good career there.
Okay, so would you say that it's like commission work?
It is both. I guess I should have touched on that. So some of it is hourly, and some of it is commission. Again, depending on your skill set, what you specialize in. As far as some people still pay and different level technicians. It's what's called commission time or flag time. So basically, if the book calls for it takes 2 hours to change a starter, you're going to get paid 2 hours regardless. If it takes you 30 minutes or 4 hours, you're still only getting paid 2. So, and that is your more skilled level people that and that's how they make their money. They beat the book. They're going to do it in less than 2 hours. So that's the commission scale usually for automotive technicians, as well as body and paint. Same similar system. So.
Okay. What general career advice can you give students here at Long Beach?
I think the biggest advice would be to make sure that you find something that you love, not just that you want to do or your parents make you do, that you feel like it's something that you will want to do long term, because it's all about a career, you know, whether you're going to eventually have a family or whatever. And you don't want to be miserable in whatever you do. So I think that's the big thing. I think that's where the CTE comes in a lot, because you can get some hands-on early on and see if it's something you like, instead of just job hopping or career hopping and not knowing what you want to do. You know, again, college isn't for everybody, and there's plenty of money to be made without a full college degree in some of these fields. So I think that's really important, is just make sure it's something that you're going to want to do and enjoy doing.
Okay, so we both can agree that the CTE building would be a really huge help for those looking to become like someone like you in your career.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, and I've passed that along to the superintendent, Mr. Bennett. I've know all of those folks. I graduated here in 1997, so I know a lot of people and have lived in Long Beach all my life, and I'm very excited about the new building. So.
Okay, well, thank you for your interview and for your answers. And again, I'm Nadia Murphy, and this is
Anthony Seal.
And this has been your Career Callings.
I'm Dominic Rayner, and this has been your LBTV, rocking out.